Today we're diving into a book that pretty much turned everything we thought we knew about high achievers on its head, Malcolm Gladwell's Outliers. We're about to challenge some of those deep down beliefs about what it really takes to succeed. So, ready? Let's get into it. So, let's kick things off with a big one. You know the story, right? The self-made hero, the lone genius who just grinds it out and makes it big through sheer talent and willpower. But what if that's not the whole picture? What if there's a whole lot more going on behind the scenes? Okay, so this slide basically breaks down the book's entire argument. The old myth we all hear is talent plus hard work equals success. Simple. But Gladwell comes in and adds a third absolutely crucial ingredient: opportunity. His whole point is that it's not just about what you've got on the inside, it's also about the world you find yourself in. All right, first up is probably the most famous idea from this book, something you've almost definitely heard of: the 10,000-hour rule. Think of it as the entry fee for becoming a true master at something. Yep, that's the magic number, 10,000 hours. Gladwell found that pretty much across the board, from legendary composers to pioneering computer programmers, the absolute best of the best had all put in around 10,000 hours of practice. I mean, just think about that. That's like having a part-time job, 20 hours a week, for 10 straight years. It's a lot. But here's the catch, and it's a big one. It can't just be any old practice. It has to be what he calls deliberate practice. We're talking focused, systematic work that's designed to stretch your skills. It's all about the quality of those hours, not just mindlessly clocking in the time. And this is where it gets really interesting. Because who on earth actually gets the chance to put in those 10,000 hours? That one simple question changes everything, shifting the focus from just pure individual grit to the circumstances that make all that hard work even possible in the first place. So now we get to dig into the hidden advantages. This is where we start peeling back the layers and finding all these unseen forces that shape who gets to be an outlier. We're talking about lucky breaks, weird quirks of timing, and even the culture you're born into. Okay, so Gladwell kicks this off with a brilliant and honestly kind of weird example: elite Canadian hockey players. You'd think the best players are just the most naturally gifted, right? Well, a really strange pattern shows up when you start looking at their birthdays. Just look at this. It's wild, right? A huge chunk of pro players are born in the first 3 months of the year. So what's going on? Well, the cutoff date for youth hockey leagues is January 1st. That means a kid born in January is going to be bigger, stronger, and more coordinated than a kid born in December of the same year. So who gets picked for the All-Star team? The January kid. Who gets the better coaching and extra practice? The January kid. That tiny initial advantage just snowballs year after year. And you see this exact same pattern with tech titans like Bill Gates. Yeah, the guy was obviously a genius, but check out the string of lucky breaks he got. He was born at the perfect moment in history, and through a series of wild coincidences, he got access to a university computer terminal in the late 1960s, something that was unbelievably rare. He got his 10,000 hours of programming in before most people his age had even seen a computer. And this quote from Gladwell just nails it. Outliers are those who have been given opportunities and who have had the strength and presence of mind to seize them. See? It's both. The hard work is absolutely essential, but it's the opportunity to do that work that often makes all the difference. Okay, so this is all super interesting, but what are we supposed to do with this information? Well, this is where we can actually take these ideas and use them to shape our own success ecology. First, it's about learning to see which way the wind is blowing, spotting those trends early to get an edge. Second, you can actively build your environment. Surround yourself with people who push you, with mentors who guide you. And third, and this is huge, you can create opportunities, not just for you, but for the people around you too. Success doesn't have to be a solo mission. But wait, there's another hidden force at play here: our cultural legacy. These are the habits and attitudes we inherit from our ancestors. For instance, Gladwell looks at a series of plane crashes and connects them to a cultural trait where co-pilots were too deferential to speak up to the captain,
even when they saw a huge mistake happening. Their culture became a disadvantage in that specific environment. By understanding these legacies, we can learn from them. Ultimately, the biggest takeaway is to completely change the question you're asking. Stop just asking, what do successful people do? And start asking what systems, what cultures, and what opportunities made their success possible.
So all of this leads us to the big final idea. We have got to get beyond the myth of the self-made individual. Success is never, ever just one person's doing. It's this incredible tapestry woven from opportunity, timing, culture, and, yes, a whole lot of hard work. It's messier, more connected, and way more interesting than the simple stories we tell ourselves. So I'll leave you with the question at the heart of Outliers. It's not just about how you can succeed. It's about what systems you can help build. How can we all create environments where more people get that lucky break, get that chance to put in their 10,000 hours and reach their potential? Now that's the real game changer.